Welcome back to the second episode of the devlog, everyone. So in the last episode we set out our character. In between episodes I've now set up the actual running, so our little dude can now run. He can also run up steps, which is quite cool. That said, I would also like to turn off some of this motion blur on the Cinemachine camera. I'm not quite sure how to do that, to be honest, yet. I haven't used Cinemachine before. One thing I do need to fix as well is this, where he can just keep jumping up slopes. So what I'll have to do is cast the ray every time we jump, detect the normal of the ground I'm standing on. If the ground is too much of a slope like this, then obviously we don't want to be able to jump. Our tools and weapons are going to be displayed on the character the entire time, just hooked onto his back, kind of as if he's carrying it on a backpack. So that's another thing I want to do. So I want to start modeling those tools and weapons. Might do that today. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Another thing I have to do is obviously the attack animations and the attacking and stuff as well. Another issue that we're facing at the moment is if I'm running down this slope, you'll see he goes into the jump animation slightly, because in the process of going from this step to this step is slightly off the ground. So there is a couple of things to figure out there as well. Probably I might just start modeling with a basic sword for now. So I did model a sword before for the profile picture, but it's actually not that good. So I'm gonna create a new one and just add this to the game, and then we'll set up all the sword functionality and stuff another time. So with the sword setter, I can now chuck him on the player. So let's find his right hand or left hand. That's his foot. That one. Okay, cool. I'm going to chuck that right there. Come on, man. There we go. All right, cool. Let's fix this up a little bit. Rotate this way. Minus 90. 90. Probably this way, yeah. That is a little bit big. I don't know what I mean. It's perfect. Okay, so let's create some materials for this. I'm going to call this blade. Put it on the blade. I don't know why the preview was so big. Give this a nice gray, very metallic, very smooth. It's got a nice shiny weapon. Cool. Look at that. Beautiful. That's fine. And then we'll create another material for the handle, which goes there. This is going to be a nice brown. So this is what our player is going to look like holding a weapon. So The one issue that you'll see is that the sword actually is going inside his head. That's because at the moment our animation just plays the same regardless if he's holding a weapon or not. Okay, I'm thinking it might be worth setting all that up now. So I'll create another animation for running with the weapon. Holding weapon, obviously we'll have to set up in our script. So if I go to here, I'm gonna have a public one for now. So let's have, for testing purposes, I'm gonna say have public bool holding weapon. And then in Unity, I think it was called holding weapon as well. I actually have such a bad memory. Yes. All right, so then I can say anim.setBool. So anim.setBool to holding weapon equal to holding weapon. Holding weapon, cool. So if I did that all right, in theory, this should work beautifully. As soon as I tick holding weapon, he won't change. But if I'm holding weapon and running, then he will run differently. And holding weapon is going to be calculated later by our sort of inventory / weapon scripts and whatnot. So there's a bunch of steps to set up there. I just want to make sure this is working, and then I can end this devlog here maybe. So right now I'm running like normal, everything's fine. I am a bit laggy, that's fine. And then if I tick holding weapon, nothing changes on the player. But when I go to this animation, he is no longer cool. I think that worked. So now he runs with his sword to the side. His elbow is still bent because we only overrode that sort of rotation in his arm, which is really cool. And then if I untick holding weapon, he should run as if his weapon is normal. There you go. So yeah, so now obviously he's still holding the sword because we haven't set that up. But in theory, he won't be holding a sword, so we won't be cutting his eye out. When he's holding a weapon, he runs like this. Very nice. I'm actually quite happy with that. If anyone knows how to remove the motion blur with Cinemachine, let me know. I have no idea. It seems that it's very heavy because look at that. That is awful. And it seems to be lagging quite a bit. I did look into it a little bit. Could not find anything. Any sort of settings to it or anything. So yeah, let me know if there is a way, because it is ugly. So there's a bunch of stuff to do. I think in the next episode, or these two episodes might be merged into one, but I'll be setting it up so that we can sheath and unsheath our weapon. So when he sheathes it, it kind of goes, attaches to his back really, really nicely. And then all tools and stuff will be attached to his back. It will look really, really nice. Welcome back to another devlog, guys, for the game that has no name still. So I've done some good progress so far. I've modeled all the weapons and stuff. Well, the basic default weapons that the player's going to have. He's not going to spawn with these, but these are kind of like the lowest tier, basically. So they're all in materialized and everything. Currently, they're just sitting on the back holder. There is some code to switch them. However, it doesn't work very well. So today, my mission is to be able to swap and hold weapons, etc. from the back and all that. So I do have a bit of work to do. A lot of this will be time-lapsed probably because I'm still not 100% sure how to, what the best method is going to be, really. I'm thinking to just have a separate back holder, sort of similar to this, for each weapon. Reason being is because he's going to be able to unlock different types of tools to help him. So, for example, think about like Minecraft, but instead it's all displayed on him. So it's not going to be sort of very it's going to be more so that each tool is limited to their own action, obviously. So for that reason, I think I should be able to just have them separately stored on the back like this, or in a layout that actually makes them look good, I guess. But one thing I was thinking about as well was dual wielding, which could be cool, but at this stage I might just leave that on the back burner, just so that I have the basic functionalities working. Because as soon as I have this working, the ability to swap tools, I'm going to start working on the combat and the mechanics to cut trees, break blocks and stuff, because again, this is going to be a survival RPG puzzle sort of thing, so he is going to be able to break stuff and build stuff. That said, I think that's enough talking, and I should probably get started. So first thing I'm going to do is probably lay these out in a way that actually looks good. Might press play and see how this goes. I'm gonna get null reference. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Or not. What is going on? I guess I could always change these later. Might keep it like this for now. Alright. For the purposes of just moving on, I might just keep going like this. Okay, so these are all pickaxe, holder, axe, holder, and that's fine. Okay, so I don't have to modify this. Now, I should be able to switch weapons in theory. And okay, yeah, so it doesn't equip anything initially. I'll be able to switch weapons by scrolling my scroll wheel still, but it won't appear in my hand. So for example, at the moment it says I have the axe selected as the equip tool. So if I press R, nothing happens. Okay, so if that's all holding weapon or holding tool, right? That doesn't work either. Because if I update it all the time, that's just going to be... That means it's doing this process every single frame. Which is really not what I'm after. In terms of performance. Yeah, so I can scroll to select change weapon, whip it out, that's fine, and I can change it perfectly while I'm holding it. It's just when I go to... Technically, I'm not holding a tool anymore, but that won't update on my character until I use the scroll wheel again. Holding tool equals not holding tool. If not holding tool, then equipped tool equals null. But that might also give me a null reference, which is probably the more likely case. Okay, so it's not actually setting it to null because I have code which overrides that. But it does mean that it's for one frame it updates, which is good because that means it works. Perfect. Okay. Well, now we have multiple things stored on our player, and we can equip and unequip them as we go. So now I'll have the axe. Now axe. There we go. And now pickaxe. Yes. Beautiful. All right. Nice. I'm happy with that. I am very happy with that. That's perfect. They do still look a little bit odd on the player's back, I will be honest. If you guys had any ideas as to how else I should lay them out, let me know in the comments. I'm still looking for ideas for the name of the game. Let me know. But yeah, apart from that, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you guys in the next devlog, where I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll probably start adding the functionality. I still need to fix this, but I'm just not bothered. Where we'll start adding the functionality for these tools so we can actually attack with a sword. I really want the combat to be perfect for this game, so that's a big thing to try and nail. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with the way this is going so far. I think it's starting to come together. Might be a little bit early still to say that, but yeah, anyway. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and peace.